So it's day 3 and I'm checking in with my entry from yesterday and today because yesterday didn't go to plan. Basically, I'm sure you guys can relate. I stayed up too late, I woke up too late, and then that interfered with my gym program, that interfered with everything. I missed a meal. It all just went tits up yesterday, basically. And then I had to make some time to live real life. And one thing I promised myself with this whole challenge is, if this is to be relatable and valuable to people, it has to be something that's realistic, that they can do like normal people do, you know? They're gonna come up against problems like that where things don't go to plan, kids are playing up, whatever it is, and it's gonna throw you a curveball and try and knock you off track from the get-go. And it did for me. Day 1, perfect. Big green tick in the box. And then come day 2, already straight away at the first hurdle, curveball, woke up late. And it's that stuff that I've seen time and time again take people out of the game before they've even begun. And it's common. It shows up almost every time with every person, that you'll get off to a good start and then you'll have some sort of obstruction straight on early in. And the key is to just reset again and do everything day by day. So instead of getting all hot and flustered and having to start again on the following Monday to make it perfect, detach from making everything perfect and just start again the next day. And all we're doing is we're taking one day at a time. So I've committed to you guys that I'll vlog this journey, and I missed my second day's entry. All sorts of doubt, comparison, can I do this, started setting in, and I just didn't let it get to me. So why did I start Isagenix? I was tired of not being where I wanted to be. In my body, in my mindset, in my social life, and definitely in my career. And so I guess like anyone, I was looking for something new. And I didn't have it. I didn't have an answer. And I looked high and low and allowed plenty of time, and what I was seeking wasn't coming to me. And so when somebody first told me about Isagenix and network marketing, you know, it made a lot of sense to me. I was told that this was a vehicle that people were using to be able to create more time in their life. And I wanted more time, obviously, to do the things that I love doing. And so that was appealing to me. The second thing was that there was no cap on your income. Every sales job I've been in, because I've been in sales for 8 years, every sales job I've been in prior to that, there's always a cap on your income. They'd say that there wasn't, but there was. They wouldn't cap it as in they wouldn't frame your income as being limited to this, but they'd make sure that the commission structure made that amount of money impossible to earn. And so yeah, it was a bit of a kick in the nuts over and over again. And so when I heard that term, you know, like unlimited income and residual income, meaning that the hard work I put in the early days will pay me later on down the track, even when I'm not as active, again was like a young person's retirement program without having to be employed, you know. So that appealed to me. And then the other thing was that I got to choose who I worked with and who my customers were. I wasn't told that these are the people that you have to sell X product to and you have no choice, just get on with it. I got to choose everything, the whole framework of the beast, like who I spoke to, who I worked with, and I still get to do that on a daily basis now, 4 years down the track, when all I've really done is fail forward and just learn how network marketing is, how it works, how it's viewed, its public persona, so that I can overcome people's objections, especially people who were like I was, looking for something but terrified they're going to get burned, terrified that they're going to get ripped off, or terrified that they won't have what it takes. And take it from someone who comes from a small fishing village of less than 500 people, who went to a school with 30 people and then progressed on to secondary school with, I think, maybe just over 200 students, flunked university, and then went traveling to run away from his problem for 6 years, who then comes back, has had a colourful past, experimenting with illicit substances and doing all sorts of naughty things that people shouldn't be doing, to end up being able to do this because all I had to do was get really good at being myself and get really good at being an example of health and fitness, which I love. And any of you that are watching this that have done health and fitness will know how good that feels, you know? That progress is like soul food, and that's what I get inside of Isagenix. Is I get a constant goal for my personal progress. I get to work with the people I want to work with. Nobody has control over my time except myself, and there's no limit to how much I can earn. How much I can earn is based on how much I'm willing to put in. And so I do invite anybody who's watching this video to have a look at it. It doesn't have to be my company, it can be any company, but please do your research and look up network marketing and residual income for your own sake. come over to this arm. Right, so we're all massive lovers of coffee, but drink it to massive excess and utilise it in all the wrong ways when it can be an amazing tool in your tool belt. So, rule number one, obviously, if you're going to drink coffee regularly, don't have milk and sugar with your coffee every time because it just turns it into a bad for you drink. It's hard on your adrenal glands and bad for your gut. Whereas something like this, a ristretto, which I like, it's the strongest blend. If you've got a coffee machine, if you're posh, and you like to put a little cap in there, great choice. Utilise this first thing in the morning after 2 big glasses of water on your way to the gym or to work, or utilise it before a workout as a natural pre-workout. Bangers. Nice.